call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Trojans offense will get the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Balls it in. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day one install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
He'll keep it himself. There he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Southern Cal. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Jamison. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas offense will try. Something going with their first possession. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back to the first half of this college football season, I think a lot of the most memorable moments and the best highlights have been this guy, right? He has shown up for his football team. He's done incredible things. Can he do that now in the second half of the season and make that Heisman push?
Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, it becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Jamison. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Every offense talks about being physical, setting the tone. That is exactly what the offense just did. Run the football every play down the field. Don't try to trick them. Don't try to confuse them. Just be physical and set a tone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
He's open on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Turning it on. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another production. On this drive, it's 1st and 10 from the 13. Pulls and fires complete. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll test the right side. Can't get him to the ground. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? And the field goal unit is on the field. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out. It's Jamison. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Texas offense. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. On the move at the 30. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Off the play fake. Caught near the sideline. It's Whitaker. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The quick out. Breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown Longhorns! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Neither team's wasting time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Snags it over the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Trojans will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. One final play before the end of the quarter. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete to the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Slings it downfield. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run.
Makes the grab at the 30. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Otis. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. On the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And guys, still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Wants to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. Got it! And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas! And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've been frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the back. Crosses the 40. There he goes. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. off the play fake on first down to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Goes to the option. Hard running there. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. Here comes the field goal unit as he'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Going to the running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's got more. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Longhorns are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. It's complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Longhorns! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Off play action on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Catch in the middle, it's Otis. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Man, what a weapon in this offense. To have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be fourth down. And it slips just inside that right upright. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Jamison. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. A lot of urgency for this offense. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jamison. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. What a disappointment. No good. After the failed field goal attempt, still a 12-point game. And the Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
It'll be third and long.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. And the Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He leaves it with the back. After 45 on its way. He's loose. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. He's looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Texas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll move the wide receiver. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Trojans want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third down, he drops the throw.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Now on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The inside handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. From the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Makes a grab past the marker. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. Here comes the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the RPO, complete. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. He'll be out of bounds at the 36-yard line after a solid return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Makes the grab. It's Washington. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. To the air on second down. He rifles one deep down the right side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Catch in the middle. It's Otis. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off the play fake on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Otis. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Trojans come to the line in a hurry up. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. That's why you never assume the first guy's going to make the tackle, and you have to keep running to the football.
Man, it's something you highlight every single week in defensive meetings. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Take the correct angle. Nice job. First guy misses. Second guy gets him on the ground, forces the fourth down, throws that fist up in the air.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? They'll try the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Turning it on! Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Looking left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Got a man. It's Thomas. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Smashes in between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. They'll send the back in motion. Oh, there's a loose football in the bad pitch. And the defense got it. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble. Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw for it. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, sudden change situation. Got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. And they forced their opponent to kick a field goal. Nice job.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got his man. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down and run. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Breaks into the open. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Gets it past the marker. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Trying to pound their way in. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the 3rd down.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Gets it out quickly. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, when you